Architects. It's Joel with the Last Architects. Well, obviously, how's everyone doing? It's time for the midweek show.
It's Thursday.
What?
It's Thursday. It's not midweek anymore, dude.
But I can still do the show, right?
Yeah? It's your fucking thing. Do what you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I can do this?
Yeah. Dude, who's gonna stop you?
Who will stop me?
Oh, Jesus.
This is amazing.
You're an...
See? I'm professional today. I've got notes and paperwork and camera set up, and it's so exciting. Midweek show, trying something new.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
You know what? We've got things on paper. Can we cut the intro?
What intro?
Do we have an intro?
No! Why are you looking at me like that?
Huh.
What do you mean, huh? What are you gonna do about it? What? This is your thing, isn't it?
Cut to the intro.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So, like I said, this is a midweek show I'm going to be trying to do from now on, which we'll go over in a minute. So, first things first. I do have some rather unfortunate news from earlier this week that I would like to address. It would seem that RGB is dead. I know. They meant a lot to all of us. The impact on our lives, what we've lost, just so suddenly. Think of the years to come. We'll survive. We'll pull through. Just like with burning, we can do it. We can pull through anything. I believe in us.
What are you talking about, dude?
Here if I didn't believe in us. And so with RGB's Pat. What?
No,
yeah,
not
RGB. Like
not Roy G.
Roy G. Biv. I've got it right here. Roy G. Biv died. The guy who helped us all in the colors of the...
Let's get our heads in the clouds. And there's no one better at that than our guest, that expert on colors, that whiz of light and spectrums, and the Bay Area rep for lava lamps. Please welcome Mr. Roy G. Biv.
Wow. You may not remember my last visit here. I'm kind of sketcy on it myself. Wow. But speaking of light, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, dude, violet. Oh, look at that, Roy G. Biv. That's me. Wow. Anyway, I have to run. I am so late for Jerry Garcia's cookout. Peace, man. Peace, baby.
Rainbow taught us so much about science. I'm surprised.
What are you talking about?
What?
Oh dear God.
RBG?
Oh dear God.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Not R.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Who gives a shit?
Yes!
Who gives it? Oh no, neoliberal conservative justice died. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's give people who are undemocratically elected lifetime seats lifetime positions. That's
Exactly.
a lovely idea. I'm sure at some point, RBG, being the stand-up justice she was certainly going to go ahead and say, you know what? I don't think I deserve a lifetime appointment. I think we should do something about this, or have anyone else in any branch of government do anything about that. So, who gives a rat's ass? We'll talk about this more tomorrow. Okay. Thanks. So, RGP's not dead? Or RGP is still alive?
No, what?
What?
Not a real person, dude.
What do you mean he's not a real person?
He's a character.
Oh.
Not real, like me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Oh.
RG Biv wasn't a real person. Are you sure? Like, the bad guy from Back to the Future. Yeah. Yeah, Biff, right?
Biff. What is wrong with you?
Tanner.
Biff!
Biff
Tanner.
The bad guy. On to next order of business.
You're...
Okay.
Holy shit.
So, like I said, this is a midweek show. So, for anyone who cares, which probably isn't that many of you, or is it? You're watching, so that's on you to figure out. But here's what we're gonna be trying to do here at the Last Architects. So, my life, like many others, is very hectic. Keeping a schedule becomes very difficult. Like I said, I need to do a midweek show where I do different things. And unfortunately, this is getting out Thursday. But to give you a general idea here, what I'm hoping to do is
Thursday,
Mondays have some short 10 to 15 minute long video essay about different topics, preferably nothing immediately political. One's more philosophic and what have you, like different philosophical ideas, science, whatever, you get it, different essays. Wednesdays, I'm hoping to make me some things, whether it's short skits, response videos, just something, anything, basically giving me a chance to experiment, like right now. How am I doing? Poorly? Good. Let's move on. Fridays, I'm hoping to do a weekly news show, news report, just on leftist news and different takes on things. And then I want to monthly release a long-form video essay. I'm working on one now about Resident Evil. I actually wrote it back in roughly March. But it's Halloween now. I'm back to doing things, so that will be out soon, I hope. And then, as for the audiobooks, obviously I've been working on my Ishmael. We're up to part 3 right now. My plan is to release those as quickly as I can. Really, it's not a lot of work. I know it's not the best of quality. Maybe if I get better equipment one day, I'll redo it. But for now, we're going to leave it be.
Really?
In any case, so as for what books we're going to be looking at, obviously right now is my Ishmael. However, here's my reading list right now. So let's go through a couple things that I've got on here and go from there. Antifa Handbook. Must have read. No, seriously, it goes over the history of fascism and anti-fascist action. Remember, all Antifa means is anti-fascist. It's actually an anarchical organization. There is no hierarchies. There's no president of Antifa. There's only people who act on behalf of the ideology. Basically, if you hate fascism, guess what? You're Antifa. That's right. That's all you have to do is be anti-fascism and be willing to do even the tiniest bit, and you're a member of Antifa. Hey, I'm sure I got someone with that. Some liberal somewhere. Okay, next up, Snowden files. Well, of course, Edward Snowden, with all the happenings with Snowden and Assange lately, which I will hopefully cover in the news show tomorrow. Definitely great read. Nothing's more important than information. News fail right here. Just about all the things that the news fails on a regular basis, but what do you expect? It's a massive monopoly. Soda politics. Okay, quick story on this one. I have had a long-term addiction with soda. Sugar is highly addictive, so is caffeine. So the two mixed together create a very powerful drug that is, and I don't necessarily wish to use the word drug because for me it has a different meaning than most people, but it is a very addictive substance. And this book goes into how the soda lobbyists basically won the right to sell addictive substances to children and to adults without any warning or other information. And on the same topic, formerly known as food. If you don't know, I'm actually vegetarian, trying to go vegan. The reason being isn't because humans are inherently omnivores. We are. It's very important for a human's diet. However, that doesn't change the fact that, first and foremost, the type of the meat industry itself is the second highest contributor to CO2. So that alone should be enough to convert to vegetarianism, let alone the obviously horrific treatment of animals. I always give the association or the analogy of if I knew like a local farm who had their own butcher and like took care of their animals and was visible, or perhaps even like a hunter selling morally sourced meat, then that would be one thing. Then I wouldn't be as about it. But as it stands, that is not the case, at least not for me. So anyway, this book goes into great detail about how food lobbyists fought to allow advertising to children, fought to purposely confuse nutritional labels, how the food industry developed the food pyramid, which is, I don't know, conflict of interest, especially since the food pyramid's directly associated with the FDA. So, yeah, another great book. This one's back from 2005, which is just interesting. State of the World, Redefining Global Security. I don't know. It has a forward by Mikhail Gorbachev, and how can I not resist wanting to look into that? So obviously not the end-all be-all list, but that is what's in my personal pile. So if anyone has any requests for perhaps a book club, book study, audio book they'd like to have
You forgot
done,
that idiot.
Anything else, even recommendations, just let me know, and we'll go from there. All right, final bit for today's broadcast.
What?
That's a strange way of putting it.
Yeah.
Election stuff. Basically, not going to do too much news-wise. Again, I'm going to try and do some sort of news show tomorrow. And shit. See, this is why I can't get any work done ever.
That and you're an idiot.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's that too, but
Also severely mentally ill, I guess.
Okay, so election stuff. I've been having fun screwing with Biden supporters and Trump supporters,
Wouldn't have it any other way.
And going around convincing all of the apathetic millennials and Zoomers, who I would otherwise fall into the same category of fuck it, just vote Green Party. Why not? Our votes on the electoral level, on the presidential level, don't matter. It's all going to go to the electoral college anyway. It's only the handful of swing states that matter. And even then, this election is going to be such a massive clusterfuck. So my official support is for Howie Hawkins. When it comes to 2024, we'll see what happens with People's Movement for a People's Party. Hopefully they do officially organize as a party, and I will give further thoughts on that at a later time. But to sum up, the reason I'm voting for Howie Hawkins is because I do not care what light shade my imperialism, capitalism, corruption, child murder, lack of affordable health care, lack of nutritious foods, lack of education, so on and so forth. What slight color those things are in, slight red or slight blue. Hell, Biden's gone on record as saying that if I'm elected president, nothing would fundamentally change. In other words, nothing would fundamentally change between him and Trump. So I don't see any specific reason to vote for Biden. I'm not going to tell you to go vote Trump for obvious reasons, but the idea is still the same. If Biden's presidency, and let's be honest here, it's not going to be Biden's, it's going to be Harris's, the snake. It's her who, let's all take a second to laugh briefly at Elizabeth Warren getting screwed over. Anyway, so if I do recommend going out and voting, vote for Howie Hawkins. And as much as I hate to admit it, as much as I don't care about the presidential race, when it comes to the House and Senate, the Congress in general, yeah, I would prefer to see it under Democrat control over Republican. The reason being is that when Democrats are in control of House and or Senate, nothing gets done, which is better than things getting actively worse. So unless there is a independent candidate that is worth supporting in your area, I would recommend just voting down ticket Democrat. That's the one place where, for now, I will then vote. So yeah, that's the midway show.
Feel any better or more accomplished?
No, I don't feel any better about myself. Thanks for asking.
Not surprised.
All right. Well, hopefully see you guys tomorrow for the weekly news show.
Are we going to explain us?
No. I haven't explained us. No.
Why not? What?
The leader's got to be smarter than me.
Well, everyone's smarter than
you.
you.
Because I wrote you about that.
What are you responding to? You're looking the wrong way.
We'll continue this later.
No, we won't.
Okay.
Don't cut me. Oh, God, whatever.
Later.